Hey everybody, Ormac here for yet another new game. This one was suggested to me a while back, and to be fair, I had played it before then, but I hadn't really thought about recording it. It's kind of a long game and kind of a slow game, but it's also kind of a fun game. It will involve a lot of saving and loading, because it's really easy to screw yourself over in this game with some bad turns in the combat. Because once the game starts, what is present in the game is there. There's X amount of resources at your disposal, and it will never increase no matter how long you play. So if you mess up and lose some of those resources you need, you're tough out of luck. Anyway, King's Bounty was originally made back in 1990 by a completely different developer, but it was, well, it played a lot like Might and Magic, basically, which is what this plays like. This was made by, let's see, what am I trying to say? Way back in 1990, it was considered the forerunner to the Might and Magic series. Eventually, the company that made it went belly up, because that's what happens. And at some point later in time, the rights to the King's Bounty franchise were purchased by a Russian game developer, and this is what they came out with, and it's pretty good. I never played the original, but I enjoy this. I've beaten one of these. I think it was this one, but it might have been the third one. I'm currently just on my own time playing around in Armored Princess, and it's difficult. I would say that. I always see these little arrows, and I think I can scroll through scroll through different options here, but that is not something that exists. Anyway, no saves, because when I played this last, it was on a completely different computer. So, let's start it up and see how things go. Are we a warrior? Are we a paladin? Or a mage? I kinda like paladin, even though it's sort of a middle ground. Also, Bill Gilbert kinda likes unicorns, as you can see. Though I guess he's got sort of a lion there, and I don't even know what there. Does he have a lion emblem? Nope, then we're going with the unicorn. And I'm going to stick with Bill Gilbert because he is referenced heavily in the next game, which I may or may not play. I'm not sure. It pretty much plays the same as this one without adding anything new. And not really sure that I would want to go through the same-ish game again. It's, there's different story and everything, but it plays the same. Nothing wrong with that, but yeah, we're gonna stick with the default name. Having advantage over demons and undead would be very, very useful, because I know things that happen later in this game. Also having each one of these classes has their own strengths. More troops, which are basically your lifeblood, because your actual avatar does not get out and fight himself, despite being a warrior, mage, and whatnot. So your troops are your hit points, basically. Paladins are the healer sorts. They also get, as I said, bonuses against demons and undead. They get Holy Avenger and Runic Stone, whatever those are. Mages get better spells. And they can command the least amount of troops, but, you know, better spells. Also, only the warrior's name is Bill Gilbert, so I guess he's canonically the one that's supposed to go through this. Because the paladin's name is Christian Tyler, and the mage's name is Mastustein. Well, in my other game, I'm playing a paladin. Maybe if I play all three, just the three main ones, not any of the other offshoots, we'll go warrior, paladin, mage. Yeah, I'd like to have a leadership bonus, I think. Let's go, Bill Gilbert! Also normal difficulty, because I'm a pansy.
King Mark's ascent to the throne was unusual for the glorious kingdom of Darien. During the solemn ceremony, Prince Karl relinquished the throne to his younger brother. Having passed the crown, Karl retired to a remote location in the provinces, there dedicating himself to science, which held a far greater attraction to him than power. Thus, the younger Prince Mark became king, and soon was called wise for his deeds.
Lucky break.
For long years, nothing darkened the rule of Mark the Wise. Trouble seemed to flee the kingdom, and the people sincerely loved and respected their ruler. But the king grew sad, for he was not blessed with children. Science and magic proved useless, and so the king appealed to the gods of Endoria, and his prayer was heard. The gods sent him a baby, a beautiful girl, and the king named her after the brightest star in the night sky, Amelie.
Amelie.
As the years went by, the gods looked on as the fate of Darien turned. First, news from the elven lands ceased, and then there arose armed conflicts between old allies, first the dwarves, and then it was the pirates from the Islands of Freedom who became too bold. Perhaps worse was the restlessness from within. The undead were on the rise. Robbery became commonplace. The Mages complained of strange surges of magic, and storms and earthquakes, formerly quite rare, began to sweep the kingdom.
Were they in the middle of a drought if storms were rare?
However, these difficulties only strengthened the spirit of those who would dedicate their lives to the service of the kingdom. True heroes are wanted always, and today, young knights, guarantors of stability and keepers of the peace across their native lands and the whole world of Endoria, are completing their training in the Knights Temple. Young knight, your time has come. Your mentor Richard awaits in the training center. A single step is all that separates you from a life filled with breathtaking adventure. So go now. Show the world what you can do.
Show the people in the training center what you do. I suppose I can do that much at least. Okay. Stuff goes here later. Okay. Oh man, the magic tree is so wrecked. Well, I have some gems. I could do something with them. Which leadership do I have? 210. I think in this we're mostly stuck with human troops, so training is not exactly a bad thing. The next one we'll be using troops from all races, but For now, we're gonna get that. We don't need to worry about knights for a while. Haste. Distortion magic, huh? So I need wisdom and meditation for that. Okay. Well, hello, Iron Richard. Nice name. Well, Bill Gilbert. Come, stand still and listen to me closely. The time of study was finished for you from the moment when you entered this hall. It is time that you face the tests. Know that these tests will determine your destiny. What is your choice? As a top student, you have the right to refuse the test. In this case, I will decide by myself whether you are where you are to serve. I know you well, so I think you will be satisfied. I'm ready to pass the test, aka tutorial. You do my heart good, Bill Gilbert. I'm proud of you, so here's the first task. Every self-respecting knight is obliged to kill dragons and save beautiful princesses. Of course, poor dragons. At least that's what common people think, thanks to those catchy pop songs with the bards sing in the taverns. You can't disappoint them, right? In the first room you will find a dragon and a princess that you must save. Good luck. You can't scare me with a dragon. Wonder if it's courage or foolishness that guides your tongue. Anyway, a good sword will be useful to you. You can take one from the chest. I think you know what to do with it. After all, it was I who taught you sword fighting. Am I supposed to beat a dragon with a training sword? Of course! You can't handle the dragon by yourself, so a troop of knights and horsemen will go with you. You'll see how skilled a commander you are. Well, that should help. Of course, you may also act with cunning. Your task is to rescue the princess, so you may leave a dragon alive if you choose. On the other hand, a real knight always goes bravely into combat. Combat experience is always a good thing. That door got wrecked. And he's right, combat experience is a good thing. Say hello to our training sword. It will be with us for a while. And that's the exit. I think that's different spell test, different tests. That is pressing D to dig if there's treasure buried. And that was money. And there's some magic crystals. There's a dragon. I don't have scouting, so I can't tell how strong it is. But it's okay because I have knights, which are very useful. It's a dummy princess. Also, I'll take that rune. And this treasure is fake. Uh-oh. No! Oh, he got me. Yeah, hit the bears. So you can move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spaces. That's 3. knights, do your duty. Which is maiming that dragon before he can slaughter us all. Ow. A treasure. I think the one I care the least about is the bear. He'll get countered. Alright, now you attack. And you do whatever. Fire damage isn't going to hurt much because he's just one unit. He's going to maim my knights because he's a jerk. Come on, knight. Bam. You didn't kill him, though. There we go. And 30 experience. Oh, we lost a knight. That sucks. Ah, all this treasure. It's not actual treasure. Although there might be stuff buried around. Probably not, considering we haven't done that part of the tutorial yet. Anyway, beat-up dummy representing the princess. Inscriptions. Richard Irontooth was here. Yeah, sure. I have carefully examined the dummy. Its wooden surface is scratched with inscriptions written by different hands at different times. One of them is especially noticeable. It's notable but scratched very deeply. By all appearances, an inscription was made by Iron Richard himself, back when he passed the trials. It seems that over the long years, nothing had changed in the trials. Even the dummy's the same. Let's go with a wise message to future wise saying. The bigger they are, the harder they fall. That's a good saying. I saw the inscriptions on the dummy. One of them belongs to a Richard Irontooth. Is that you? How perceptive you are. Alright, I tell you. Let's keep it a secret. This dummy is used for tests for quite a while. He used to get chased around by the dragon too. Only back then they put the dummy on wheels. Oh yes, I scratched the inscription. Back then my nickname was the Iron Tooth. I lost my Iron Tooth in another fight, and I became Iron Richard. Okay, anyway, here she is. The dragon made you run a lot, Bill Gilbert. Give me the dummy. Needs to be saved a couple more times today. Okay, what's next? Next test is more difficult. Second room, a malicious necromancer with a whole army of skeletons and zombies awaits you. You are to kill the villain and take the Book of Death from him. Is that clear? Take these scrolls. I think they'll come in handy in your combat with the Dark Wizard. Necromancer will use magic for sure, so keep your eyes open. I already know how to use magic scrolls. Flaming arrow, that's good. Haste, also nice. Put you there. I don't mind the knight being last.